What up, people? Just woke up and it is 20 minutes after noon, and it has been a long month. Not even a week, not a long couple of days. It's been a long month. So, what am I smoking? Well, what am I smoking out of? This is a nice little Meerschaum pipe that I got for Father's Day. Came with a nice little case with the felt and silk lining, as they tend to do. It's the second Meerschaum pipe that I've ever gotten, and the first one was actually from my girlfriend, and we're trying to remember. I thought it was for Christmas. She thought it was for our anniversary, and neither one of us are sure when I got it. So, I guess the point is, the women in my life get me Meerschaum pipes. So what am I smoking out of this one? Something I've been wanting to try for a while. Father the Flame. And this tobacco kept popping up on other people's videos. Also, list of things to try. It is from Cornell and Deal. It's a small batch, so I'm curious as to how small that batch is, because I might buy another tin at some point. But it is just a plain old English, which I'm still not too familiar with, but I do enjoy it. It does have that nice campfire smell to it. Had my girlfriend smell it, and she was surprised. She had never smelled anything like that before. So, what else am I smoking out of this pipe? Because basically I'm reserving this for English now. Because the first thing I smoked out of it after cleaning it up was the Father of the Flame. But since then, I also tried a little bit of Frogmorton Across the Pond, which is also in English. So, that's me. That's what I'm up to right now at the moment. So, Zoey update. She's gained a little bit of weight. They found the last source of infection that she was showing signs of. Well, let me correct that. She was testing. Some of the tests that they would run would show that she had an infection, but they couldn't find the source, and she wasn't acting like she had an infection. But they found the source of the bacteria, and they changed antibiotics and all of her numbers, and health-wise, everything improved right away. So that's the good news update. They're trying another round of Motrin or ibuprofen to see if they can close that heart valve that preemies are born with, or at least get it smaller. The downside is she doesn't get to eat anything besides what's coming through the IV, and it's 3 days. I don't particularly like it. I brought it up a couple of days ago, and I said, well, if she's not eating now, and they were talking about switching out the this the mask breathing with the going back to a vent so she could eat more food. Like, well, if she's staying on the mask now, why not just do the ibuprofen now? And I'm like, well, and they had their reasons, and the downside is today would be her last day taking the Motrin, and now is when they're starting it. So that's 6 days total. She won't be getting any food. So things are frustrating. I don't have a medical degree. And this isn't hindsight because I brought it up before it started. So yeah, I'm a little irritated. But, this is... she has a whole team of doctors, and that's kind of frustrating too, because it's I feel like there's a bit of the telephone game going on, and just the other day Sarah had brought something up to a new doctor that was working on Zoey, and the doctor was like, oh, I heard nothing about that, I must have spaced out this morning, and it just... I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what I want to hear. So, that's my current update with Zoey. Pipe-wise, I got a new pipe, as you see. Actually took advantage of a sale that smokingpipes.com was having, and they had a couple Cornell and Deal tins that were on sale. Plus, if you bought four or five, I think it was 4, you got another 20% off. So really, they were like $7 and some change each. And so I took advantage of that and got in a shipment. I didn't get any more Father the Flame. I contemplated getting a tin of Epiphany. Really, I just wanted to try a bunch of different stuff. And overall, I like how in the tins, it stays fresh, they're sealed up. I know I could get stuff cheaper if I buy it in the bulk section, but overall, I want to be able to store these for a bit until I'm able to try them out. This is the Deep Hollow. The other thing I want is the labels that come on these cans, because I'm not going to keep the cans, but the labels I can put onto a jar. So if I'm able to buy it in bulk, this label will come off, I'll put it on a jar, it'll look better, everything will be labeled properly. And that's kind of the goal. And if I don't like something, I'll still keep the label and probably write a note with it as to how I felt about it. So just trying to get a little organized. And what I can say is that my wine/tobacco cellar is pretty full right now. Not with wine. I think that would be my next focus, is stocking up on a few bottles of that and getting those walls lined up. And so yeah, when I start trying some of the newer stuff, I'll do reviews. I don't know. The Father the Flame, man, let's see here. What's the description? An English blend done the traditional way, no topping, no added flavors, red and bright Virginias, healthy dose of Latakia, straight up. The Latakia comes out quite a bit. It does have a sweetness to it that I feel like is underneath the smoke. It's almost like, I don't want to compare it to maple. Oh man, I'm trying to think of what what would taste smoky and sugary at the same time, but it's not that sweet. It's just nice mild blend where the smoke isn't overpowering, the sweetness doesn't take over. A little bit of spice, not that much at all. Just kind of an aftertaste on the tongue, but it's really enjoyable. I've been debating as to whether I like that or the across the pond more, and they're just different. I mean, they're the same type of tobacco, but they're different in their own ways, and I don't know if I really should be comparing the two, but I think the Father of the Flame, I'll probably end up getting another 10 of this just to set it aside and see what happens over the years. So I do want to see this documentary. Father of the Flame, which I did not know when I bought this, is named after a documentary that's being made by a couple guys living in Grand Rapids, just north of me. And here I thought that Michigan was kind of like a pipe desert, if you want to go with that phrase, of just not that many guys doing it, and yet 2 guys in Grand Rapids, which is only an hour drive, maybe an hour and a half if traffic is shitty, are making a documentary on pipe makers and smoking pipes and the culture. So money from this being ordered goes to finishing that documentary and making sure that that project is completed, and bringing a little light to our subculture here. So I was happy to see that. Every time I turn around, something surprising is coming out of Michigan, and this time it's not a serial killer. So, Father of the Flame, I enjoy it. I'm not gonna rank it as like one of my favorites or anything, but it's something I'm gonna continue trying. I've only had a few bowls of it. So, anyways, that's the Zoey update. That's what I'm smoking. This is what I'm smoking with. Thor. And you people have a good day.